Almost everything rises and falls on leadership, from the start of civilization to the production of popular TV shows. Leadership determines the success or failure of it all. Most people have a desire to look for exceptions instead of the desire to become exceptional. Therefore, leadership is a necessary component, especially in the entertainment industry. John Maxwell discusses leadership in his book, What is Leadership? When developing a leader, Maxwell proposes that a truly born leader will always emerge, but to stay on top, natural leadership characteristics must be developed. There are four categories or levels of leadership discussed in this book: the Linden leader, the learned leader, the latent leader, and limited leader. According to Knopfler's 2011 article, Mark Burnett, creator of smash hit reality shows such as Survivor, The Celebrity Apprentice, had been working with NBC for months when a network executive alerted him about the Dutch show The Voice of Holland. Burnett contacted the producers and teamed up to create the voice show in America. Snyder's 2011 website discusses how Michelle McNulty started her career as a dancer, but as her career came to a close, fell into casting. She eventually worked with the voice executive producer Mark Burnett on his previously singing competition, Rockstar, and had also had cast series like American Next Dance Crew and The Sing Off. According to Impart Factory Leadership Development website on leadership skills and training, leadership is one of those things that are awfully hard to define, but you know it when you see it, and you definitely know it when it's missing. Having a good leader present on a project is like being a part of a successful bowling team. Snyder states that where Michelle McNulty, the casting director of NBC's new hit series The Voice, comes in, McNulty and her team spent months tracking down performers in clubs, at rehearsal studios, on YouTube, and via personal contacts in order to find the right contestant for the reality shows. Casting director McNulty discusses performances and how they connect with her performance background. So with this being said, she knows about performances. She says that some people comes to the audition and be funny and put on a show. She said it's not about getting 15 minutes of fame. The casting directors are looking for people that are really trained at what they do. The longer an organization has gone without change, the more effort introducing it will require. Also, when change is implemented and the result is negative, people within the organization will be leery of embracing future changes. The opposite is true. Successful changes in the past prepare people to readily accept more changes in the future. Snyder's 2011 web article focused on how America's Got Talent, but not everyone is lining up to audition for TV's growing number of singing competition shows, despite the continued success of such shows. Casting director McNulty and her staff flew 250 performers to Los Angeles to audition for the voice producer. From there, 100 people were chosen. Maxwell's 1993 book, Developing a Leader Within You, chapter called The Ultimate Test of Leadership, sections creating positive change. Maxwell quotes, "When you're through changing, you're through." Later on in the same chapter, Maxwell mentioned how growth equals change. Furthermore, Maxwell talks about how every new idea comes through three phases. It will not work, it will cost too much, and I thought it was a good idea all along. Maxwell also mentioned how a wise leader understands that people change through a process and will develop a meeting agenda to enhance these processes. Great leaders usually recognize a problem in the following order. They sense it before they see it. They begin looking for it and ask questions. They gather data. They share their feelings and finding a few trusted colleagues. They define the problem. They check their resources. They make decisions. McNulty advises groups trying out for the show is practice, practice, practice. She said, just do you. Don't think of the show and worry about wardrobe and choreography. The show has people that take care of those things. But just come in and do you and be great. Executive producer McNulty is exhibiting her leadership skills by mentoring to talented individuals and groups. Maxwell mentioned, I must give them every chance for success. Casting director McNulty teams up with other producers to make a decision about what advice to give the dance team. Roberts Greene's 48 Laws of Power number 28 mentions how one should enter action with boldness.